If you're looking for a travel trailer RV and you're not too concerned about the size, but you want to be able to entertain people inside and you want a lot of interior storage, this is definitely a great option here to take a look at. Let's go take a look. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we're here today taking a look at this 2025 Forest River Flagstaff Super Lite. It is a 29RL BS, and you'll be able to see, actually, no, I was gonna say you'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs here, but let's go ahead and just look at the floor plan layout right here. So you can see this is going to be a very traditional style floor plan layout with the island kitchen. However, you get the east to west bed here. So that's going to give you a lot of space. And I actually am really surprised at all the additional storage space they packed into these areas here. And of course, in the bedroom, having the east to west bed. See the price here? This is at the Dallas RV show. As of you seeing this video, the show is probably already passed. As I kind of film in advance. But this was the price here at the Dallas RV show. And of course, if you're interested in an RV, looking for your next RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description to help you find your next RV with over 100 different stores in 33 different states, so you can hopefully find something home and close to you. Now, let's go through the outside real quick, just get through some stuff out here, kind of see what you're getting with this Flagstaff, because if you've been around for a while, you know I'm a huge fan of the Flagstaff and Rockwood line. These two brands, they're kind of brother-sister brands. They make the same floor plans with different names and colors, essentially, and that's about it. So you could call them Flagwood or Rockstaff or whatever you want, because they're essentially the same thing. But this is the Flagstaff version. Has a nice-looking front cap here with the windshield. You have the LED light bar, two 30-pound propane bottles, whereas a lot of travel trailers will have 20-pound propane bottles, and a larger battery box here, so you can fit up to a 270 amp hour lithium battery in that battery box if you would like. So really like that. You have power stabilizers here, and then it has a fully enclosed underbelly. All your water tanks and water lines sit above the enclosed underbelly, and you do have 12-volt heat pads on the water tanks as well to give you an electric heat source in addition to the furnace to help keep those warm. Come around this way, you have two awnings here on the outside, LED light strips underneath both of the awnings, and you have slide toppers installed on top of the slide outs already. You have a couple different mounting points out here for outdoor kitchen accessories, so you could do like an outdoor griddle or table or things like that on here, and I believe it will come with the outdoor griddle that can connect on here, so those things will already come with the camper. And you have a little spot right here for something like whether you want to mount a flag or a TV, something like that. I think this is just for a TV, but I always get confused which ones are like TV mounts and which ones are flagpole mounts, but I believe that's just for a TV there. Outdoor speakers here, I'm not gonna lie, those definitely don't look like great outdoor speakers. I would probably just bring some sort of portable speaker with you for outdoor sound. I'm sure this obviously is gonna put sound out for you, but you might get better sound quality out of just bringing a portable speaker with you than what those look like they are likely going to be able to put out. So as we go along this side, let's go to the back side of the camper and get around to the non-camp side, see what we got going on there. Frameless windows on this travel trailer, that's not a common find. Most travel trailers have windows like this right here, where they're just like traditional RV windows. And the Flagstaff here has these frameless windows. Now this just, one, gives the camper just a better look, I would say. I don't think many people would argue that the frameless windows just look better, but also it allows you to open up the windows in a way where they open up like this. So they can be opened when it's raining and it's not as much of a likelihood that a lot of moisture is going to get into your RV, versus these that open up sideways, they slide and definitely more likely to allow water to come in. Ladder to get up onto the roof. You have prep to add a backup camera there, spare tire along the back, and it does have a receiver hitch back here also. So this hitch back here is rated for 300 pounds on there. So not meant for towing or anything, just meant to put any additional cargo back there if you want to attach something to that hitch. 50 amp plug here. You have through frame rack and pinion style slide outs underneath here. So both slide outs will be that same slide mechanism. More storage back here. And it's interesting, the flooring material here in the storage space is like this woven PVC kind of outdoor carpet style material there. So kind of nice with that. And then you can see that storage there. This is behind your fireplace and entertainment area inside the camper. For your drain points on your water tanks, it looks like all the black and gray tanks come out of this one spot right here. You have Goodyear endurance tires and all of the Rockwood and Flagstaff lines. utilize this torsion axle suspension system, which is essentially giving you an independent suspension system down underneath here. So certainly one of the best suspension systems you'll find on any type of RV, which is pretty important because while any RV can incur damage as you're going down the road, in fact, that's something I hope more people see this and understand this point. When you tow this RV down the road, or any RV down the road, it is essentially going through an earthquake for the entire duration of the time that you are towing it. If you had your home go through an earthquake for an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, or if you're like me and drove from Texas to North Carolina recently, which, speaking of which, if you want to see videos of my camping trips, you can find those on my Firmly Unbound channel, which are linked down below in the comments and description. I do have a video of that North Carolina trip there. Your RV is experiencing an earthquake for that entire duration of the time that you're driving it. So if your home were to experience an earthquake for that long, how many things do you think would potentially break? I mean, realistically. I mean, do you think a cabinet might fall off? Do you think that, you know, a piece of your baseboard might potentially come out of place? Like, it's pretty likely that that would happen. So I don't know why we have this expectation for that not to happen in an RV. It's pretty likely that something like that may happen. And if you want to see more stuff about this and kind of understand things that can potentially go wrong and how to prevent them, I'm also doing a series on my channel here, if you haven't caught it, called RVs Are Junk. Sorry, I'm kind of going around here. And every time I take my RV out to camp in it on this channel here, there will be videos where I'll do a recap of the trip and show what went wrong, how I fixed it, or what I might be doing to fix it, and then also what I'm doing to prevent future damages and stuff like that. Right here you have your connections for water and stuff like that. Right here you have your cable connections there, and you have right here your fresh tank water fill. So all of your water connections are kind of out and exposed right here. And then you have that storage space down underneath here. And these do have slam latch baggage doors on them, so they're not the little metal clips, which I certainly prefer that. Magnet latches to hold these things up in place. And then as we step inside, let's go back around this way. But the suspension system on here, kind of what I was getting at with that, is the suspension system on here should help improve some of that shakiness that will be experienced inside the RV when you're towing, as that is a really good suspension system that they have on these Flagstaffs. Right when we step in, you have your controls right here for this travel trailer. And like I said, pretty traditional layout here. There are definitely a few things worth noting in here, some good, some bad. And always like to mix in those things, because it's not my job here to tell you what to buy. It's my job here to inform you on what's out there in the market, things to consider, and for you to use your own judgment to decide which RVs are best for you. So as we go through this, first of all, you have your dining table here. This is a completely freestanding table, which is pretty nice because you can move this around the camper anywhere you want. If you want to slide it over to your recliners or your sofa and use it there, you certainly can. And then also this will drop down and make into a bed if you rest it on these posts here. And you can see you have this system that will allow this to drop down to that level so that it can be used to make this into a sleeping surface there. You also have underneath here some drawers that open up for storage. And here we can see on the drawer construction, they're using all plywood here for the drawers. And not too bad there, but pretty standard RV drawer construction with plywood and staples. Underneath here, let's see if there's more access. No more access to the storage underneath there. But they do use aluminum framing pieces to build out these booth dinette areas and underneath the bed, which is completely uncommon. Almost every other brand out there uses wood to build out these areas, where Flagstaff and Rockwood use aluminum. Day and night shades on your windows. One of the few, if only, travel trailers that will have a day shade and a night shade on your windows, and those are MCD roller shades. Coming this way, you have this Millersburg collection of furniture. And as we sit down here, these are some pretty comfortable recliners. I would maybe rate them like a 6 out of 10. They're not like, they don't really blow me away as far as comfort. However, they are very wide. So you can see here, it's a wide set of recliners, which is definitely nice. If you got some wider hips, this is really gonna do the job for you there, I think. Give you a nice comfortable spot to sit. They're just not like, they didn't blow me away or anything when I sat down in them. They just feel like every other recliner out there. So not bad, but definitely doing good as far as the amount of space that they give you to sit down. Wireless charging pad, space right there for some storage, and then to recline the seat. Where is the recliner strap? Right here. There it is. Okay, yeah, it's a pull strap right there. So yeah, it is a pull strap to release that. It is kind of dug between those cushions right there. Nice and snappy on it though. And then this will lay back for you to lay down and take a nap if you want. So pretty good set of furniture. No carpet in the slide outs. They use this same woven PVC material here in the slide out. So nice flexible material there. And you can see underneath here on the slide, there is a foil layer for additional radiation or additional insulation down there underneath the slide instead of just seeing a bare exposed floor there. Going to the sofa, you have a nice long sofa there. This is going to be long enough for some people to, you know, actually be able to lay out on. See here, like my head is on the headrest right now, and my foot actually just barely touches the footrest there. So you actually can lay out on the sofa, which I think is important. That's nice to be able to do that. And then you can kind of see the space here when you're just sitting and hanging out, what that is going to look like. It's interesting too, because they do a pretty small island on this. Small in a couple different ways. Small in the sense that it's like very narrow, and then small in the sense that it's not like a big footprint overall for the island. So it gives you this additional countertop space, storage space underneath there, but it doesn't take up too much space. And even like sitting in this furthest over recliner, it's certainly not like, you know, if I look straight ahead, you can see it's really not sitting in front of me at all. It's still off to the side. So pretty nice there. If this TV is too small for you, since it's only about a 32-inch screen TV, there is a solution to this. You can swivel it out this way, and you can sit right here. So maybe you're like a hardcore gamer or something, and you need to be right up in the action. You can swivel it out and sit right here on the sofa and get a nice close view of the TV. I think that's actually a potentially nice thing to have, or you can just leave it kind of swiveled out like this if you're laying on the couch and watching a movie or something like that. So you kind of can get direct viewing from no matter where you're sitting with the way that this swivels. And you get huge storage back behind here. Now, obviously, you probably noticed all the seating space in this, so that's what I was talking about. If you want to be able to entertain, this floor plan arrangement definitely gives you the space for lots of people to be able to be seated in this trailer and hang out. Again, island space right here. No heat vents in the floor here in this living room area. And then underneath here, you got some LED lights there that look nice. Solid surface countertops. So these are actually like a ceramic countertop material there. I got videos here uploading for you guys, so make sure that's still going. And we have liquefied. This here is a black tank treatment for your RV. So you can find this on Amazon. They have these purple bottles or the orange bottles or tablets. Basically just make sure that your black tank is, and everything that goes into your black tank is decomposing properly and draining out properly and keeping your RV smelling fresh. So you can check that out there. Your refrigerator is going to open up from two different directions. Looks like you also have a water filter that is going to come with. So it opens up that way, or it can open up this way. I love that feature. I feel like every single travel trailer should do that. And then you have your freezer portion there. A larger stove and oven, or oven I should say, not really larger stove, but larger oven than you'll see on some other travel trailers with this Magic Chef oven. You have a knife rack back here, so you can put knives back in that area. Some storage space here. Soft close on these, however, the rest of the drawers and cabinets will not be soft close. See, it comes with a little utensil divider there, and then all of these drawers will all be the same size. More storage down underneath here. That's a pretty small little storage space, but you can fit some stuff in there. And then this here, you get some pretty good size storage down through here. You can fit quite a bit of things in this space there. Again, no soft close on those. Light features here above the island look pretty nice. Ceiling height in here is pretty good as well. I have my boots on right now, which make me stand at right about 6'2.5", maybe 6'3". And you can see here with this barreled ceiling at the highest point, you could probably be about 6'7" or so before you're gonna start feeling a little crammed. But it does get a little bit shorter as you go to the side here, as it drops down to maybe about 6'6" or so, right about here, maybe 6'5". AC here in the living area is the Coleman Mach AC. It's ducted both sides down the camper, so ducted this way, and you can see you have ducting running down that way as well. Plenty of AC vents here in the ceiling in this living area, as you have 6 in total in this space. And then there is a second AC here in the bedroom. Nice flip up, additional countertop space. Oh my goodness. I've never had that happen before. Welcome to RV life, y'all. This is something I am getting less and less weary about when it comes to showing RVs, because sometimes stuff like this happens. That's definitely unfortunate. And yeah, I'm gonna have to now figure out a solution to get this fixed. But this is the reality of RVing right here, y'all. This honestly is it. Like, if you are unsettled by seeing something like that happen, don't buy an RV, because any RV could do this at any price point, and that's just the reality of what happens. But it's still unexpected nonetheless. I certainly didn't expect that to happen. I wonder if I can get it to stay up here in place. Yeah, don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to come back and address that here in a little bit. That is unfortunate. And just for the sake of showing this right here, this is what happened on that piece. So right here, they can't use screws that are so long that they're gonna go all the way up into the countertop material. So the screw right there, you can see where they're sitting, and this piece of plywood actually just split there. So that is what happened and what caused that to come undone there. So basically the dealership's just gonna need to order a new piece of plywood there to secure this back in. So that is what happened on that spot. Just wanted to show that so you could kind of see what happened there and just know something that could potentially happen in your own RV when you own one. But that is the reality of RVing. Stuff like that certainly can happen. Obviously, this RV had to be towed to get here to the show, and who knows just what happened along the way. And obviously it just got loose and came out. Stainless steel sink here. You have your faucet there. And then you have two outlets here in this space. Also, speaking to that, if you're not handy and able to just fix little stuff like that, you're honestly just probably not an RV person. Like, that's just stuff that you're gonna experience owning an RV. There's really no way around it. There's no price point that you can spend that's gonna prevent little things like that from happening. Storage space down underneath here. And then the one thing this doesn't have that I wish it did have is individual shutoff valves at the water lines. So there's no individual shutoff valves here that I'm seeing. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So all that means is if you did have some sort of water leak, you would have to turn off the water to the whole camper, as opposed to just being able to like switch a valve on just the water line that was leaking to stop water to that one point. A little bit of storage up here and your standard RV size microwave. So we go this way, back into the bathroom. You have your porcelain foot flush toilet. Your bathroom countertop space right here, pretty decent amount of space. Now obviously this bathroom is kind of getting the least amount of space in this camper, which I think is fine for a decent amount of RVs out there in the market. I think a lot of people get hung up on the size and space of the bathroom, where the bathroom, at least in my experience so far with owning an RV, the bathroom is a space I spend the absolute least amount of time by far, and it's not even close. So I don't really mind having a smaller bathroom. I know some people might feel differently about it, but I legitimately spend less time in the bathroom than anywhere else in my camper by a pretty considerable margin that I don't know why. I understand why an RV manufacturer would not think to prioritize a ton of space here. Stepping into the shower, my head does go up into the skylight, and this means this skylight here is probably good for about 6'5" on the overall height. Shower head does sit below, right at probably my eye level, so I would have to duck to get under that or hold it up over my head, but still can make it work nonetheless. You have a bigger vent fan in here than most other travel trailers will come with, so that's pretty nice. Again, porcelain foot flush toilet and more great storage space here in this. I can't remember, I think I already showed that. In your medicine cabinet. Okay, now as we get to the bedroom, there's not a whole lot of options out there in the market that are at this size that have an east to west facing bed. This Flagstaff does. It's going to be a queen size bed here, so you get a residential size queen. You get room to walk around the bed, and then it's a really nice looking bedroom. Have a nice looking headboard there. You have side tables on both sides of the bed that are actually really practical and in a usable space. You have individual reading lights for each person here. Still a little bit of an aggressive light, but have the lights there nonetheless. I say aggressive because one thing I figured out in my camper is, like, if I wake up and even if it's bright outside, but I have all my night shades down in my camper and it's dark in the bedroom when I wake up, sometimes I want to be able to flip a light on, and those lights, like these puck lights up here, are I mean, it's like the sun turned on inside my camper in the morning. So having a little bit more dim of a light would be nice. I think in a camper like this though, you have these little nightstands. You could put a little small lamp there on the nightstand if you wanted to do something like that. Outlets, USB ports here, USB Type-C port on there as well. And you have these little storage cubbies up above here. As we turn around this way, I can't forget to show underneath the bed, so I'll get to that here in just a second. The windshield is really nice, going to give you a really cool, view of your environment here while you are in the camper. And then it does have a pull down blackout shade that has magnets here to hold that in place. You have this ledge here for some storage. Use this for some storage space here. And this is why there's no pass-through storage in this camper, because the pass-through storage would literally have to go through this whole space right there. Plus the slide out would kind of get in the way of that as well, which is why they can't do a pass-through storage compartment with this bedroom layout. Spot there to hang all your clothes in here. And even with the height of this, if you hang shirts in there, you're gonna have plenty of space in addition to that to fold things down underneath here, unless you have maybe dresses or something like that hung up in there. 2 drawers that will pull out. More storage there, spot for your TV on the wall. It does have composite panel sidewalls on this Flagstaff, so if I didn't mention that, it does have those. And then underneath here, under your bed, there's a handle to help assist in lifting your bed. Really nice little touch there. And you have aluminum framing all underneath here, as you can see that we talked about underneath the dining table as well. So no wood framing underneath here like you see in basically every other travel trailer out there in existence. It's actual aluminum framing. They also do aluminum framing up through the roof, which a lot of other brands may do wood framing through the roof. So good quality aspects there on the construction on these Flagstaffs with that. Strut assist to hold the bed up. You have outlets on the side of the bed as well. And then it does have a little bit more of a premium mattress that it comes with. So you can see right here, it's actually not too bad. There's I think a lot of people that will be plenty happy with that mattress and won't feel the need to upgrade it. And then that's pretty much it. So very curious your thoughts and curious what you think. Kind of a lot that we unpacked here in this little camper, more than I even expected that we would unpack in this. But real quick, we'll recap with showing the price one more time, $54,995 here at the Dallas RV show. And if you're looking for your next RV or just shopping around, a good place to start, there's a link down below in the comments and description where we have over 100 different stores in 33 different states, so you can find not only just a dealership close to you, but you can go through a whole bunch of different campers online and use that as a resource to start looking around and then finding a location close to home where you can look for RVs at yourself. And that's all I got for y'all. Appreciate you watching, and until next time, live firmly unbound.